up, everybody? Everybody, what is up? Of course, you know I am Gore. You guys are in the chat, hopefully. We got a lot of things to show off here. A couple things to talk about. Today we are doing 1973 William Peter Blattys / William Friedkins, The Exorcist. And I am so jacked to be doing it. It was originally going to be me and my son Drake again, but something happened and he's not going to be able to join us. But that's okay. We're going to kick some ass anyway. I did this once before, and it was with Ben from Cadaver Club, but we hadn't seen each other in a while. We hadn't talked in a while, so it basically turned into a discussion of all horror movies and a show off of all of our physical media. So this time, I kind of wanted to do it again and actually focus on the movie. So instead of the Exorcist discussion / watch along, this time it's going to be the Exorcist watch along commentary and discussion. So let's see who we got going on here. Hey, do you know what's going on? Without spoiling the ending twist, I was disappointed. It didn't make Kirby the final girl, but instead two annoying sisters are the final girls, and that really bugged me. Oh, I was afraid of that. Well, you know. Maybe, maybe at least Kirby's the killer, maybe? Don't tell me. Because even though I'm not the biggest Scream fan anymore or anything like that, I am curious. So the two sisters are the survivor girls, huh? That's what I call the final girls, the survivor girls. I'm going to show off a few things here. Something that Drake King gave me. First of all, let me go through my list of books. First print books. This is my Rocky 2. You can see a little bit of damage here. I had these a long time since I was a kid, but all the pages are intact for all these books. They are readable. This is the first copy of The Exorcist. And even though it's missing the cover and the back, it is fully intact too. And boy, it is quite a read. That's purple. You notice purple. You notice I'm going with purple here. I'm going with purple in the writing because that is the original color for The Exorcist. Fog. There's fog. And this one, you talk about hard to get a hold of, but it has every page. It is totally intact except for the front cover. It is Halloween. This is so hard to get a hold of. I've had this that first came out. It is the first print. I just wish I had the damn cover. I wanted to get a new one, but the reason I'm showing those is because my oldest son, Drake Kane, gave me this Scanners novel, and I'm really curious to read it. You can see it is in great shape, fantastic condition of the original Scanners movie. So I'm really looking forward to checking that out. What we got here? You know, sick for it. Everyone, horror classic. It absolutely is. It absolutely is, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So the people are having problems with the Rocky 4Ks. Really, bummer. I haven't got those yet. So maybe I'm glad I haven't got them yet. I get the Exorcist novel on Amazon. Man, I'll tell you, if you haven't read the Exorcist novel, get ready. It's a lot more brutal, man. Like in the cross masturbation scene, that's a lot more brutal. So get prepared. This novel on Amazon, I heard trivia. We've seen more explicit, and it's like, oh yeah, exactly. That's what I was just talking about. Yep. So let me go through all my physical media of The Exorcist and a couple other things. First off, let me start out with this old classic movie Maniacs Reagan here. We're coming down the steps doing the spider walk. Have her sit here and she'll watch the movie with us. Exorcist on 4K in mint condition, or not 4K, VHS in mint condition. I wish I had Exorcist on 4K. Hopefully this year. This is 50th anniversary. There's another reason why I want to do it again. I really want to get into it and really discuss the movie and really get into it with you guys. Leap of Faith. Great Exorcist documentary. with William Friedkins and see it's the same thing underneath. Old Exorcist DVD director's cut. This, in case everybody doesn't know, this is a lot different than the director's cut. This is the version you've never seen, and it's got stuff in it and different little images and stuff in it. Director's cut does not have. For those who don't know that, the little images on the wall and stuff like that, the director's cut does not have. So if you get a chance, even though it's still just on DVD, get the version you've never seen. Here we start going into the newer version. Here's the Steelbook of the Exorcist. Open it up, get all that. Nice looking Steelbook for a really cheap price. Exorcist Media Book. Lots of good pages in here. Get this here. Little thing from William Friedkins. That there. Little pages. Like that. This is a hardback copy of it. I'm not sure. This is like maybe 40th anniversary. Yeah. It comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with this. And it comes with this William Friedkin book. It's hardback too. Very cool, very cool. Hard to get these days, a little more expensive. Now we'll get into the Exorcist 3. Here's Exorcist 3, original Snapcase DVD. The DVD does not want to stay in its place. I hate the Snapcase. Exorcist 3 on Blu-ray. First one from Screen Factory, of course. Right there's the original. And here's my favorite version of the Exorcist 3. Now, I have not got it on 4K yet, but I think that is a beautiful cover from Arrow. I think they did just incredible artwork on that. And of course, underneath it, the original staircase. And then Exorcist of the Beginning, DVD of Exorcist of the Beginning. I picked it up for like a quarter, so I figured I might as well get it. It has its moments where it's all right. So, let's see what else is going on here. And get you up here. Oh, that's the version you've never seen on VHS and VHS and director's cut on DVD. Very cool, very cool. You gonna be watching along with me? I'm not sure if it's on anywhere free or anything like that, so I might have physical media on it. If you are, let's prefer the extended version over theatrical version. I completely agree. You know, most people prefer the 1973 version. Not me. I want the spider walk. Aaron talking to Paris about living and the doctor. Yes, yes. In the office where she says, "I don't want it." Yeah, and where she's going, yeah. Yeah, I've heard that too. Have the Screen Factory Blu-ray Extra 3. Looks beautiful. It's beautiful in picture quality. You can, with or without the slip, doesn't matter. Get this version. I think this is the prettiest, nicest version of the Extra 3 by far. Screen Factory is good, but I think that Arrow is absolutely beautiful. So, what is up? How's everything going? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? Everybody ready for The Exorcist? Like I said, I'm not sure where it's streaming or what's going on with it, but I'm ready. I got the purple banner going across the bottom there. The purple GoreAphobe happening here. The purple right here. The only thing I don't have purple, I don't have my Exorcist shirt on, and it's because this is my new Halloween shirt. I put it on yesterday, and I had it on ever since. This is my 6th Halloween shirt and my original 1978 Halloween shirt. Yep. And I'm digging it. So, I need to smoke, get ready to play this here, bullshit me up for a little bit. Just want to show off a little bit of that stuff and show you that. I thought this was a really cool gift. He says it's first print. Now, I don't know. I need to check into it, but it doesn't matter. Beautiful, it's in great shape, and it's a gift from all the sons. So. Speaking of that, my youngest son and me will be putting together a show, and we'll be following up our St. Maud show with next week with the Black Coat's daughter, and then soon after that we're discussing a few different ones. We're basically running um, an A24 review show. Is basically what it is. So that's what we're doing. So let me see what else we got going on here. Tons of things happening here. Um, oh, me and Ninja, we'll be working on. So it'll be on the 29th, and it'll start at 11 o'clock. And we're doing Demons. We're doing Lombardo Brothers Demons and Demons 2. At 11 o'clock, we're going to be doing the first Demons on my channel, and at 1 o'clock, we're going to switch directly over to his channel and do Demons 2. So that should be a lot of fun. Remember that, March 29th. On the 15th of this month, I do believe I'm going over with Sean Blue Digital. I do believe we're doing a little something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but but he'll let me know, and I'll let you guys know. This Sunday, be doing episode 2 with American Werewolf in New Jersey, and we'll be doing episode 2 of Penny Dreadful. So, I understand that you scared at the sake of Exorcist when I turned 11. I feel like uh, brave watching in the meantime. Oh yeah, it's still got that scariness to it though, man. It is so good, and it's just it's so not a horror movie, yet it is a horror movie, and I got a lot of things to talk about with it. So stay tuned, listen up. We're gonna be talking about this. Anybody who needs time to get ready but wants to get involved in this, just let me know. If you all are ready, give me that thumbs up, and we'll get to it. Hey Ariel, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Everybody, don't forget to give me that thumbs up, if you please would. I'd appreciate it. I'm 7 away from 300 right now, guys. So if you know anybody to push me to that 300 mark, that would be absolutely cool. 7 away, and it seems like that 7 is like a million away because I'm stuck right here at 293, 294. I was at 294, and they kicked me back to 293. I'm trying to get to that 300. For escalation, raining, huh? What a bummer. But well, hell, check out The Exorcist with us. We'll have a kick-ass time, man. We'll talk through it. We'll bullshit. We'll do all that good stuff. Takes us a long time. Fortunately, it's not free to watch. Oh, and you don't have a physical copy of it? No. Yeah, yeah. The mob and everything. Well, no. That was Jaws where the mob was involved. But yeah, there's a few different things going on different in it. But it's basically written from it. The way William Peter Blatty was originally, I don't know if you guys watch documentaries or anything like that, but he was originally writing it, and he had changed so many things, and Friedkin didn't like it, and he was like, "No, man, I want to do the novel. I'm gonna basically do the best we can as far as getting close to the novel as possible." So they had a lot. They had a lot of run-ins. Didn't speak for many years. Finally slipped that underneath the rug. Became friends again not long before Blatty died. So that's always a cool thing. Damn, that sucks, man. I wish you had a copy. It said something about it's not HBO Max. I've seen somewhere where it was on Max. That's crazy. You gotta get your physical copy of that. Got a physical copy. Actually, go to a Goodwill or something and snatch one up or something real cheap. Well, Ariel, if I could, I would send you one of mine so you could watch it. I definitely, if I was able to right now, if I could just wiggle my nose like Bewitched and get one to you right now, I definitely would. So, if everybody is ready, and I'll talk about little different things here and there throughout it, but let's get ready to do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. It's rainbow sign. I better turn this down to get to. Yeah, yeah. And that's another thing that I like about it too. It doesn't open like that in the 1973 version. It doesn't show you Georgetown until after the Iraq scene in 1973. You know, that's the one I grew up on. So here you go, son. God, I so badly want to turn it up and everything so everybody can hear it. Hey, happy Saturday, man. I'm gonna call this the Saturday afternoon wake up call, man. And Ten Exorcist is most definitely a wake up call. How you doing, brother? Yeah, like I said, it's originally gonna be my son and I, but you know, things happen and he's not here. So a little closer to this thing, so I'm in the camera around everywhere I'm gonna reach out. Now this Iraqi scene, he talked about everybody taught, you know, said it was crap and didn't make no sense. But if you think about it, it really does make sense. You know, it's got this really ominous feeling to it. You know, because this is when he has his confrontation with the Zuzu statue, when he finds the little Zuzu head. You know, lots of little things going on that lead on that, you know, that he's having this premonition that something's going wrong. That's what's important. You know, like I said, the one I did before, I did this watch along before, but like I said, it turned into more of a discussion slash watch along because, like I said, me and Ben hadn't talked in a while, and we just got into this big long horror conversation, and really didn't talk about the Exorcist at all. It was like the opening. Folks say it's boring. No, which I disagree. Yeah, so do I. Opening always creeped me out. Folks staring at Marion and looking with the blind, like, yeah, yeah. They connect that back to the rolling of the eyes backwards of the demon when she's levitating. That's what Friedkin kind of connected it back to. It's all it's all about Marion's premonitions. That something is going on. That something is going wrong, and something's going to happen. And when he finds that head, when you first see that look on his face, when you see that look on his face, you know something is up. And then the dogs are going crazy and they're fighting for no reason. And then you see the big, huge Zuzu statue, and he's standing there, and you can see they're almost showing down. It's almost like a big heavyweight fight's getting ready to happen. You got Marin here, you got the big statue here. You know, and he's completely unaware. He has no idea that he's going to run into the statue and all that's going to be going on. But once this happens, he's in a nervous wreck, man. Right here it is. He's digging here and in here, and he's going to find it. I will be giving timestamps every few minutes, so whoever can jump in. This is one of those movies most people see many, many times. So it doesn't matter if you jump in at the exact moment. It doesn't matter if I spoil it because you know chances are everybody's seen it. Right now we're at 4 minutes, and he just now found the Pazuzu head. One, fine, good, you right, right. There you go. You talked about the opening when it shows the sun, and when it first goes by Iraq, it shows the sun in black and white, and it slowly goes into color. You know, just little things like that is what make. I think William Friedkin is a great director. I mean, I think he has done so much, man. He is, you know, and stuff like this, you know. Of course, he won the Oscar for Fiction. He was nominated for this. Didn't get it for this, but you know, a lot of people thought he should have because he turned a movie that could have been really corny and hokey and stupid into something into not just a horrifying movie, but just a great film altogether. You know, so in my opinion, it's just a great fucking film, and and that's just the bottom line of it. It's a great film all around. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of things going on, and you watch you know, the devolving of the situation happen. The two guys looking at me, pass by. Yep, absolutely. Hey Corey, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Nice to see you. How you doing? Well, I was telling everybody, I'm like, I'm teetering between 6 and 7 away from 300 right now. So I'm pushing for that three. Not that big of a deal, but I want that fucking 300. It's 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 eluding me. It's hiding from me. I'll get there and I'll be like, no. I'll get there and I'll be like, no. Teasing motherfucker. Suzu is bad. Yes. Come right now. Here's the part where the clock stops. And you know what's funny about this is Friedkin was talking about this, and he said that this clock stopping here really has nothing to do with the Zuzu and the possession. So why he had it happen, who knows? But that's what he said. In that's what he said in Leap of Faith. He said it really had nothing to do it. Anyone who hasn't seen Leap of Faith, man, take my word for it. Check it out. It's a great documentary on the Exorcist. It really, it's not just a documentary. It's a delving into the mind of of Friedkin, and he really lets you into his head. Okay. Maybe I'll think about Monday. Yeah, yeah. It's only Saturday, man. You still got a whole another day. Yep, yep, yep. Hey, Fred, how's it going? The original theatrical version. I am actually watching the version you've never seen. One of the symbolism and shit on the walls and shit. In my opinion, the best cut, which is basically the director's cut with, except you get the extra symbolism. It's the only cut that has that. I prefer the spider walk and all that. I get everything that you got from '73 plus a couple extra shit, and you get a really good conversation between Karis and Marin on the stairs, where he really explains to him what it's all about. You know, about how how it wants to portray us as dirty and evil. You know what I mean? It wants to wants to show how worthless we really are as human beings. And I like that conversation. Absolutely, absolutely. For the second time, well, like I was saying, I did this once before. I did a watch along discussion, commentary this once before, and with Ben from Cadaver. But like I said, we were excited. We hadn't seen each other in a while. We hadn't talked in a while, and it just ended up being 2.5 hours of us just discussing horror all around. And I really didn't get a chance to get to the movie, so I'm getting to the movie today. Good time, man. Good time. Hell yeah. Watching Exorcist, man. It couldn't be too bad. It's dark one. Revan. Is that a reference to Darth Revan? Yeah. Mother's clean socks in hell. Yeah, is that a reference to Darth Revan? Hopefully, I'm a big fan of Darth Revan. Doing someone on the roof and staring at Marion from the like Pazuzu. Yeah, this this right here is the showdown between Marin and Pazuzu. You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, there's no point in having the Iraqi part and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of point in it, man. There's a lot of point. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Yeah, doing good. How you doing? Beyond the door is good, man. Got a version of Beyond the Door over here. Look, here's the cut of it, the old DVD of it. And then I got this cut right here. I do not have the arrow yet. I got that cut right there. Yeah, the code red. Let everybody. Darth Revan, Revan, yeah. Darth Revan is my favorite too. As a matter of fact, I got this old collector's item that's worth a couple $100. It's not in the package anymore because I'm not for the most part I'm not an in package collector. But there's Darth Revan for you, brother. And I got a bigger version of a 6-inch of him back there. Let's see about the devil and this and then these things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's interesting. I mean, I'll flip me around and stuff. Hmm. Well, it's also. Yeah. So you can see how it's starting on her already. It's hot. So you know what I mean? The covers are, you know, blowing off of her. She's like, God damn, what are you doing? Things start out so sweet. Things are so good. You know, she's stealing cookies and she's chasing after her. No, you can't have a cookie before, you know, you can't have a cookie before supper. You know, and just little normal things. Her and mom has a really good relationship. And actually in a deleted scene, they're walking around. You know, they're taking a walk around, looking at all the monuments there in Washington, and you know they're in Georgetown and everything. And she asked me, why does people die? Mom? You know what I mean? It's just one of those questions that all kids ask eventually. Part of my end right now, my time span is exactly 13 minutes. The, right now, they're at the part where Chris McNeil is shooting the scene at the college. And Dirk is walking up there, saying, "Your teacher, you call it? Yeah, come on, I can read for Christ's sake. What's wrong? Well, why are they tearing the building down?" There's some of the writer. He's in Paris, I believe, hiding, fucking. Yeah, thank you, man. Hit that thumbs up for me, please, so I can torment as many people as possible. I'm gonna get myself out there and say, check out The Exorcist to everybody I possibly can, man. Because this was supposed to be with my son, my oldest son today, but next week I will have one with my youngest son. Like I said, last week we did St. Maud. This week my youngest son and I will be reviewing The Black Coat's Daughter. So we're going with evil here for a while. Awesome, man. Awesome. Hey, Waffles, how you doing, man? All right, we'll do. We'll do. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in right there at that college scene, trying to catch up. Yeah, of course. In 300. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. It keeps teasing me. I'm trying to get there. Yeah, I'll send you my address right to this, man. Back in McGowan. Yeah, played Bert. Really sick during this film and passed away. Yep, sure did. Great to see you, Tim. Thank you, man. And he really appreciated that too, man. He's really excited about it. Scene during the one second, Revan. I'll give you just a second. This part here is when you first hear the theme, Tubular Bells. And this really says a lot. She's walking home, she chose to walk home. She's really thinking about things. She goes by and you see the two nuns with the flipping back here. She goes by and she accidentally hears, so then she decides to nib shit and hear what's going on because you know how people are. People like to nib shit whenever they can, for the most part. He doesn't talk about he just doesn't know. He just doesn't know about his fate. Because when you first see Father Karras, watch the scene next to him, the demon has a look of fear on his face when he comes inside before the knocks. Yep, sure does. After all those mothers that suck cock. Yeah. Your mother sucks cocks. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Max von Sydow absolutely tripped at that when he first heard that. I guess he was like, we have to go. When he heard that shit. Yes, yes. This movie, I've said it a million times, this movie is about the mystery of faith, and it is Karras's story. This is Father Karras's story all the way. It's not Marin's story. It's not Reagan's story. This story is all about, and it is a direct attack on Father Karras. Period. Hell no, I'm not gonna watch The Heretic. Hell no. And we can novel or novel. Hey, for those of you who didn't see it, Drake, my oldest son, gave me this when he came to visit me in mint condition. Well, pretty much in mint condition, really good condition. The original Scanners book. He said it's the first print, so something's going on with my camera. Now, this right here, I find kind of fucked up. This one thing I remember even as a little kid watching this, being really disappointed in Father Karras. Um, when he's asking, he's basically asking for, and he's a bum. And I think that this is like Pazuzu or a demon. You know what I mean? Just kind of keeping an eye on it. But at the same time, I'm kind of disappointed that Karras didn't. What I mean? He's a priest, man. You're not gonna throw him a quarter or something, help him out. Yes, yeah. It does take place. The beginning part does take place right around Halloween. It's faith and salvation. Absolutely, absolutely. This is all this is Father Karras's story. Absolutely, absolutely. I have always said that. I have few people disagree with me, but in my opinion, that's what it's about. This is his story. This is his movie. This is the power. Just out of breath and believing he can defeat the demon. Yeah, almost man has an eerie look and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I think that's the demon keeping an eye on Karras. Getting up an old altar boy file. Cast. And he just looks at him like he's just garbage. You know what I mean? Yeah. This reminds me of yeah. It reminds me of not long before my mom passed. she'd gotten sick, and I had to go check on her. I checked on her every day like this, and then my oldest son, which was like younger than, he's like 14, 15 then, stayed with her to help her, and and she eventually passed not long after that. The window, yeah, showing him elevation, yeah, and even giving him some strength. You know what I mean? Even giving him strength to do what he needs to do. You know, that picture of his mom in the window. Jimmy, Jimmy, why you do this to me? Why? He's telling her you have to stay off of it. You can't go up and down the stairs much. Okay, but you know damn well as soon as they leave, she's gonna get up and walk around and go up and down the stairs. She's a stubborn old woman. She's used to doing exactly what she wants to do, and she's gonna keep doing exactly what she wants to do. She doesn't care what anybody tells her. You think she's gonna mind her son? Hell no. The old person like that, man, you cannot tell them what to do. You know, you give me 70 or 80 years old. I mean, I'm a feisty motherfucker, I'll be 50 in 2 months. I'm feisty now. I can imagine how feisty I'm going to be at 70 or 80. But been seen later. Upset him being a crazy. But yeah, you can tell he just breaks his heart because he feels so guilty. He feels so bad. It's just heartbreaking. And he almost didn't get the role. It was almost Stacy Keach. Stacy Keach had the role, but he tells him, "Man, I am Curtis." And Friedkin was like, "All right, come on down." The way he put it was, "Coming down on your nickel. We'll record it. We'll give it, and then I'll give you the tape, and you can show it to your grandchildren." But we've already cast this part. And when he came and did it, he completely just blew him away. And they told Stacy Keach, "Hey, we got somebody else." They end up having to pay Stacy Keach his full salary. Yeah, yeah. Bad neighborhood, should have bad neighborhood, right? Like, why you do this to me? Why? That was Uncle John's fault not calling him. Well, yeah, he's kind of like an asshole, his uncle, didn't it? Didn't he? Didn't he? Immediately makes him feel worse. He's a psychiatrist and not a priest. She should be in some fancy place, not this. Not, like fuck you, dude. What are you doing to help? You know, fucking motherfucker, you're her brother. I'll see you helping out, and he go fuck yourself. That's what I'd have told him. Put all on me, motherfucker. What's wrong with you, Captain Howdy? Very first time we hear of Captain Howdy. And that Captain Howdy's been used a lot. Yeah, Captain Howdy in Strangeland. You know, that was the second time you heard it because actually you first hear Captain Howdy in 1984, I do believe, on Twisted Sisters Stay Hungry. Where am I in the movie? Timestamp 23 and a half minutes. She's downstairs with the Ouija board with her mom. Now her mom's tucking her in, and she's got that magazine. Burke is racist. Well, I think his racism is based strictly on the Germans because he lived through what went on with Germany and everything. So to him, all Germans are Nazis type thing. So he's from that era. So you know what I mean. It's only like 20 years removed. Well, 30 years removed from it. So he's definitely the age where and if he was actually a part of it, you probably would hate Germany. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His uncle's an ass, man. Yeah, that's true, Juno. Not yeah, Nazi. And I'm sure you didn't go bowling with Goebbels too. Yeah. Thanks, her mom saying. No, I think her mom could do a hell of a lot better than Bert. You know, you can see why she's no, we're just friends. You know what I mean? It's like she's but you like him. You go, well, I like pizzas too, but I mean I want to marry one. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Corey. Well, you can go with bowling with Goebbels. I Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. He just starts all kinds of shit. And when he get in that fight, he takes that glass of slams down. He says, "Come on!" That little fucker got his ass for the thing. He didn't give a fuck. He was right there going, "Fuck you." And this part's added too. This is in the director's cut slash version you've never seen. When they're at the bar, they're playing Ramblin' Man. I was born a rambling man. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Unless she called him up there. What was he up there in her room to begin with? You know what I mean? Why was he up there? Yeah, he was down there. Yeah, because they're down there having a good old time partying and shit. He's telling jokes, and all this. Yeah, Ramblin' Man is a great song. But see, little things like that you only get missed. I don't understand, man. This to me, this is the definitive version. I like this because you get the symbolism. You see, because even in the director's cut, you get these extra scenes, but you don't get all that shit that's on the walls. You know what I mean? The little vision shit that go from the wall. That shit's beginning to hit the fan here. Now, her mom's wrong here. She should not be arguing and talking all this shit about the dad that loud, that right next to her room where she can hear that shit. You know, that's that's wrong. You should never do that. Yeah, appreciate that too, man. Appreciate that support, brother. Yeah, this is where it started. See, and her hearing them argue like that, and her mom talking all that shit about, oh, my ass, he doesn't give a damn, all this kind of stuff. Her hearing that shit just makes her weaker and makes it easier for the demon to possess her. I mean, in my opinion, that just makes it that much easier for the demon. Because it brings her will down, and watching the birds, seeing your rain screaming in the middle, presuming the voice of birds yelling stuff. Yeah, yeah, that does kind of sound like Burke, doesn't it? Interesting. Do it, do it. In the book, that scene is so fucked up, man. That scene goes on forever. She actually masturbates with it and messes around with herself with it and everything in the book, man. It's raunchy as hell. I mean, that's all word I can give it is raunchy. She don't just do that. She does all kinds of shit with that cross. It actually becomes a sexual act. Yeah, Burbs is pretty good. See, she's wide awake listening. She knows what those noises up in the attic is. She knows. Timestamp. You guys, in case you want to know, we're at almost 30 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Do you mean of the extended version where it opens up with that music, with that little bit of music there with the Warner Brothers sign? Well, I think is really creepy is the part, after the exorcism, he actually becomes fully possessed, and Kinderman's sitting out in the car and he's looking, and you can see her in the window. You can tell she's not walking. She's just kind of gliding across the window. That's creepy as fuck. Oh, in the desert, yeah, that is weird, man. Break stuff on me, started laughing out all kinds of reviews. Yeah, yeah. What? The heretic better? You got to be joking, Corey. Oh my, all that stuff is great. Yes, it is. Oh, the one who put crucifix up there. Yeah, there's the part where she's sitting there and she turns her head for the first time and everything. Carl's laying down on the floor. She knocked his ass out because she don't see him after that. When you hear floor crash sound and Carl falling for exactly. Yep, that's what I was talking about. Yep, the novel. Yeah, Locust. Yeah. Oh man. Here we are, this first raunchy fucked up part. Timestamp 32 minutes. This is when I think it's supposed to be the Virgin Mary has the dick and boobs. Yeah. And it's bloody. Yeah. Oh man. Can you imagine this guy? I bet this guy about had a stroke, man. Seen it in years. Yeah, yeah. Me too. Well, hey, got there to get her messed up part. Oh yeah. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Here. Now this added scene too where she's getting the checkup. This is good. I don't want it. See, and it's the first time you see the Pazuzu face too. Your eyes get real wide, checking her. Show me feel vibration. I don't feel anything. You feel anything? Feel it? Can you feel this? I can't feel. I don't feel anything. And she's sitting there, and she's just doing her crocheting or whatever it is. And you notice when he puts the thermometer in her mouth, how fast, how high it's getting, really quickly. 97. But dude, it was just going to keep going. She's, I don't want it. This, I think, is one of the creepy parts. She's going, that nurse is like, all right. Seen the director's cut, like theaters 2001 release, the experience. Oh, yeah. I wish I'd have seen it in the theater. Susie Flash face, yeah. That's that. Eileen Deeps is the one that does that. The one to be a stand-in for her. She's the one that does the Pazuzu face. Hey, Mr. Dan, what's going on, brother? Coming back from the yeah, like, man, she's 90 some years old, man. The hell is she doing making everything? And I have no faith in this trilogy coming up, man. I really don't. They're the ones that did the Halloween, and don't even get me started on a rant on that. Anybody knows my channel knows that. Even get me going on that because I'll put my exorcist and go fuck off. In this doctor, her condition, nobody knows the cause of hyperkinetic behavior. Ritalin seems to work for relieve the condition. So now she has ADHD or whatever. No, I can't figure out what it is. It must be ADHD. They're still kind of like that. Just, just give her some speed. No, I think we should wait to see what happens with the Ritalin. I think that's the answer. Yeah, that works out well. Yeah, 32, still pretty active apparently. Yeah. So I mean, Clint Eastwood, Clint's in his 90s too. You know what I mean? He still looks good. You know, Clint's the man. Period. End of story. Clint is the man. Very interesting, even though, yeah, yeah, yeah. She never heard her cuss, but she does. Anytime you're around people, you're a child, you're around people, you hear them cussing all the time. They're good. Kids are gonna mimic what they see and hear. That's just the bottom line. That's what they do. That's how they learn how to act. It's from us. She's embarrassed. She said she advised me to keep my fingers away from her goddamn cunt. And she's like, "What?" He's like, "Yep, that's what she said." Love plays with so do I, man. Clint Eastwood's man. The other night we were doing a show. I was doing a show. Like I can't remember what it was, man. It was one. I think it was one before Zombie. And we got into it. We got into every way but loose, talking about the motorcycle gang and shit. Sha na 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 na. That motorcycle gang is fucking hilarious. Had me laughing. Eat all my goddamn Oreos. Here's this worthless uncle with some carrots, and he doesn't even go in. You know what I mean? It's like he's just gonna sit out there and let him go in all by himself. Can't even be there to support his nephew. Instead, he's gonna sit around and judge him and shit instead. Yeah, he's not even gonna go in and visit. He's not gonna have nothing to do with it. He's gonna keep his hands completely clean. He should, when they come out there, he lets Karis know what a fucking loser he is. Now it's his fault. Yeah. Well, he's an ass, man. You're a priest. You're a priest. You'd be a psychiatrist. Your mother should be living in a penthouse instead of. Man, fuck you, dude. What are you doing to help? Bitch ass motherfucker. Bitch ass motherfucker, man. I'm not telling the truth. Fuck you, dude. What are you doing to help? See, he's trying to be nice to all these different, because this is a mental institution. He's doing he's trying to be nice, but then he's just like, get off. He's just not in the mood. He already feels so bad. She's there. The key thing here is how he's talking about now. If you go to Exorcist 3 Legion, you realize that when they're hearing people on the radio, that's not good. That's the demons. That's the Zuzu and it. And they said that she was talking to the radio. So you got that immediate connection. I'm pretty sure that you guys put that together too. So, Chris Miller's great in it. His kids are great too, man. His kids did a really good job early on. I'm sure you guys know this right here. Jason Patrick is Jason Miller's son. Like that new Halloween series. Oh man, I don't know. You guys didn't know that, right? Jason Patrick is Jason Miller's son. Jason Patrick Miller, blaming him with Miller. Yeah, yeah. Yep, absolutely, Junebug. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good job. Hell yeah. Junebug knows. Yep. Yep. Nice ad in there. Yep. So the Jackie Gleason was Jason Patrick's grandfather and um, father-in-law to Jason Miller. Yep. Absolutely. I had some of this trivia on my channel where I was going to just just to see where everybody's at on it, and most people hit it right on. Near dark. Yep. Yep. He's also the kid that was in. He's also the kid that was in River's Edge and shit like that. That's that same kid, isn't it? Yeah, he plays a punk ass little brother that gets the gun and goes and rips off. Yeah, goes and rips off the dope and everything from. Yeah, Fleck. Yeah, yeah, right here. All right. Yeah, Fleck. Yeah, yeah. That's got a hell of a casting. Hell of a casting. Yeah, yeah. There he is. He getting him out of there. He's like it's almost he gives her a hug. You know what I mean? It's almost like it makes you wonder. What an excellent day for an exorcism. Did you, did you do that? Mm-hmm. Nixon and Jason Miller not get along well too well. Well, Jackie Gleason was kind of an ass. You know what I mean? He was, they said Jackie Gleason could be the nicest guy or the shittiest guy. But what a legend, man. Jackie Gleason, what a legend. I love Jackie Gleason. Don't play with yourselves. Don't go home and eat. Now you can think about it, but don't do it. Sweet Alice. Yeah, yeah. Really? This Miller's in one of the scenes, huh? Awesome. But I love it when the chat knows just as much as I do, sometimes more. Sometimes you guys teach me shit. And that's always cool. That's always fucking cool. 'Cause I never go around proposing that I know everything. I know a lot, but I never propose on everything. So it's really cool when you guys teach me stuff. Really, really nice. We can all teach each other. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, my friend. That's what it's all about. That's why the horror community is so fucking cool. We all instead of working against each other and trying to one up each other, we work together. I hope it stays that way. There's a few people in the community that aren't exactly on board with that. They do want to try and one up each other. I'm not going to mention any names, but there is a couple out there that do that. And those are the ones I stay clear of. Yeah, yeah. Well, just like Jaws, like I was talking about earlier. Jaws in Jaws, man, in novel Jaws, you had the mob and everything else involved. You had um, his wife sleeping with Cooper and all kinds of shit going on. Yeah, his pineapple juice on set and secretary. Yeah, it was good. He called for pineapple juice. It was not pineapple juice. It was yeah, yeah. It was his alcohol. Yeah, great, great. Great comedian, though, man. Great comedian. I love his version of Father Dyer. They couldn't get him back into doing an extra screen because he has the miserable experience in this one. You know, because he's got freaking slapping him around and shit, slapping him. Man, he wanted to beat the hell out of him. Slap, action. He just shaking. He was shaking because he wanted to choke his ass. He's being here for him. He's lost his mom. I wish we could have seen a little bit more of that. I wish we could have seen a little bit more of, when she died, his immediate reaction to the guy. There, Blattys film, life configuration, his character, whatever. But yeah, the ninth configuration. Yeah, I forgot about that one. It was an interesting comment. It's a really interesting comment that Karis leaves him with here. Good night. Karis is stealing sin. And this little dream that he has here is it's really quite profound because you got the ascending, like you got these Christopher or whatever dropping, and then you got that clock you seen earlier, a bunch of stuff that he didn't see that Marin seen, and then here you got women going, "Mom, come on!" As she's ascending up, and then she's telling Jamie, she's basically telling him, "Hey, I have to go." And then it shows a flash of the demon, and he's running to try to save her. He's trying to save her, and now she's descending, like as if she's going to hell. You know, she was ascending, and he tried to save her before she could descend back into hell. Well, still, I don't want it, you fucking bastard. But yeah, that's what that dream is. Is he's trying to keep, for some reason, he has this premonition, and your subconscious goes crazy with dreams when you're asleep. He's afraid that she was going to hell. That was all his fear of her going to hell, mixed in with things he couldn't have seen because of the shit that Marin had seen, like the clock stuff. It's really cool. That's something that you could delve into. I could have an hour or 2 hour long show just talking about that stuff. Really, you know what I mean? That would be interesting. It really would. Yep, exactly. Yep. He's trying to save her, but yep, he's got to find salvation first. He can't save her because he has this faith problem. He has this faith. He's conflicted. Exactly. Convulsion. She's like, well, she's like, wait a minute, what do you mean convulsion? The whole bed was shaking with me on it, motherfucker. She was trying to make it stop. All she was doing was hollering. You don't understand. The problem with your daughter isn't her bed, it's her brain. Necklace hitting the rust of like carrot. Necklace removed. Nice call. Nice call. Yeah, nice call, Gino. Yep. Because yep, that's exactly what gets ripped off. Yep. 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 He was originally cast, and he didn't want to cast Jason Miller. That's what I was talking about earlier, Jim Bug. And he told him, "Yeah, you can go ahead and pay your own way here and do it, but we've already cast the part. So if you want to waste your time, because he's saying, I am the guy. I am Karis. All right, you pay for it yourself. Come on out and do it." Called in Ellen Burstyn. They have the dolly truck going there, and he ended up calling Stacy Keach and going up, and they ended up having to pay Stacy Keach. They ended up having to pay Stacy Keach's whole salary for that. He got paid for jack shit. Hey, my fiance in the chat. Hi, baby. Love you. Thanks for joining. Give me a thumbs up, would you? Or I could say hi to my say hi to my fiance Gretchen for me, please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be interesting. I'm not sure if he actually shot anything or not. That picture there with the picture that Gretchen has with her there. That's a picture of me and her together. I say hi, Gretchen. Thank you, Junebug. I appreciate it. Really? See, I didn't know that. Damn, I did not know that. They definitely made the right choice, though. Anytime you get De Niro, you're making the right choice, though, right? Thank you, Juno. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dan. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate you saying hi to my baby. Fucking saved my life here about a year and a half ago. So saved my sanity when I was going through my divorce and everything. I was going through my separation and all that kind of stuff. Known her since I was 16 years old, and she just happened to when me and my wife split, and we just happened to hook back up. We know each other since we were 16 years old. We just happened to hook back up, and we've been together ever since. Yeah, for some reason, this in theaters, this I guess this part right here, a lot of people that were supposedly throwing up and stuff, I guess had a lot to do with that. I guess it did. Timestamp 52 and a half minutes. Yeah, because it's shot just like he wanted, just like he wanted to shoot it, like a documentary. Well, it's a little longer, maybe. Boris Karloff. Oh man, Boris Karloff is the man. You better believe it. Speaking of Boris Karloff and stuff like that, I need to do. I haven't done a new room collection tour in over a year, and it's changed so much. I really need to do that. I've got so much new shit to show everybody. That would have been cool. That Boris Karloff June book. It really would have been. This is crazy. This is something back and forth. Look at the doctors. They're like, what the hell? Yes, yes. Serial killer. Yep, yep. The guy that was standing there. Paul Bateson was his name. Because he didn't find out until later. But yep, Paul Bateson was his name. He was the one that was, you know, the guy with the mustache that was standing back there. Yep, he's a serial killer. Nice call, Junebug. But here's our answer. We'll just keep sedating her on one hand, and then on the other hand, we'll give her Ritalin, because this must be ADHD. It's always our answer for everything. Yep. What was Bateson? Okay. Paul Bateman. Okay. Bateman. Okay. Bateman story of her cruising. Yeah. Cruising, yeah. He made that not long after this, right? Cruising, cruising. That's an interesting one for Al Pacino. I always thought that was brilliant. So what's wrong with it? We still think that the temporal lobe. What are you talking about, for Christ's sakes? Did you see her or not? You know, acting like she's freaking out of her mind, psychotic, like split personality. Yeah, she's a broad. You know what I mean? She'll tell a motherfucker in a minute how she feels about something. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. That was another guy. Worked 90. Love him and Conan. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, next one, see though, man. Virgin Spring. That's another very very good one. Oh yeah, good to go. Hey, oh, you taking off, Sean? Well, take it easy, man. Take it easy, brother. Thanks for stopping through. Do the movie. Planet. Yeah, yeah, that would be interesting. Absolutely. Of course, I'm sure. Yeah, I tell you. Christ, I don't even smoke grass. And that definitely tells you the time. You know what I mean? They call it grass back then. So they had no explanation. They don't know why she's doing it. So it must be some kind of drug she has around the house, right? You know? Yeah, yeah. They had the old him. Yeah. Well, this is Dick Smith. Dick Smith was damn good at doing that. Dick Smith had just done. He had just aged fucking. You see, he aged Dustin Hoffman in Little Big Man. He aged Marlon Brando in The Godfather. So he was damn good at aging. Was it good? Bad mistake. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He he barely made it through the movie, I do believe. Here, here's when you get a bunch of these flashes. Here's when the flashes start. You only get in this particular version. Now, the face up on the metal up on the cover, the cover above the stove. You see that in the director's cut, but the image on the wall and shit in Reagan's room, you only get in the version you've ever seen. You don't get that in director's cut. You don't get that in the 1973 original cut. Like right there, see a flash on the door before she opened it. Oh, so you're watching a version you've never seen, you know? Now, when she covers her up and everything, and she's leaving, when she comes and shuts that door, there's a big image of the Zuzu statue on the wall in the version you've never seen. Lawrence Oliver, right? Uh, Let me tell you, like Paul Newman. Yes, I get that all the time. I lied. You look like Sal Mineo. Watching on VHS. You're watching a version you never seen. I used to have that version you never seen on VHS. I wish I still had that motherfucker. On this part, man, I can see why they didn't put this in originally because you would have been able to see the wires and shit. But now they was able to get rid of those. It's really cool if they added that in. Features on the radio wall. Yeah, really clearly too. It could have alien. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Where you get Tom scared, they're going, "Kill me!" Yeah, shit like that. Video hang out. Take care. All right, Sean, man. Thanks again, man, for stopping through. Are we still on for 15th? I do believe it is. It is definitely iconic. Man. I'm so glad that technology made it to where it's able to happen. It's happening right now. Right now. Right at one hour and almost an hour and 1 minute. Yeah, take it easy, brother. Let me know if you still want to do it on the 15th. I'll message you on Instagram here in a little bit. I'll DM you. We'll talk about it. Cool. Very good. Put your tongue like a lizard and crawl towards Sharon. Yes, that would have been a cool scene to put in there too. I wish they could have done that. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get no. Well, I'm afraid. He talks to me. I think he'll leave you. Do you want him to leave you? Yeah. Then we got cop. My channel on Wednesday the 15th at 9 p.m. All right. We still want me to join? Roger Hipper was the original choice to play the mother. Yes. Yeah, I heard about yes. And they also wanted Jane Fonda, but she refused because she was in her Vietnam bullshit stage. Yeah, yeah. And on the version you never seen in the director's cut, her face morphs more into looking like Pazuzu. You don't see that in 1973. Or what probably sounded like burning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. That love me a cop. Hell yeah, I love you. Come back. Cool, man. Yeah, count me in, bro. Count me in. Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, right? Great fun to not literally. I don't know, back at Barbarella, brother. Barbarella is awfully hot for him. Back in the day, Jane was a hot one, brother. Can't deny that, no matter what. Man, because she had that nice, great. Yes, man. Audrey Hepburn, great. Audrey Hepburn was great, man. I have such respect for the classic, classic actresses and actors, and from that time, from the golden era, all of that. You know what I mean? Nice screen, sort of like Gregory Peck on the movie community. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right, Jimbo. Absolutely. I completely agree with you. On the regular figure hospital. Yeah, yeah. It kind of doesn't show that shit between it. that's also too how it's like a documentary. It'll show you parts like that, and then it'll cut to the next thing, just like a documentary would. That's how it's shot, like a documentary. And Bancroft, yeah, 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 yes, very true, very true. She was great. She's the one that won the Oscar for the Miracle Worker and beat out Betty Davis for whatever happened to Baby Jane and Joan Crawford. I absolutely love Joan Crawford. He accepted it for her. What an asshole. Her and Betty Davis just could not stand each other. Man. Here's what he's telling me. He's kind of bottom of industry completely around. Like, couldn't it happen in the fall? Possible, however, I'm like, no. I absolutely love George C. Scott as Kinderman in The Exorcist 3. Don't get me wrong, he's fantastic. George C. Scott is absolutely brilliant. But Lee J. Cobb was great too. You know, he's a different kind of Kinderman. It's like he's like Kinderman, you know, yeah, 17, 15, 17 years younger. Yeah, very disturbing because the way he tells it, you get a mental picture of it, of how it looked, right? You actually get a mental picture of him laying down at the bottom of those steps, all fucked up, with his head turned around. You know, the way he describes it, perfect. Yes, yeah. The Dyer character is completely different next to Sweet. Yeah, he's full of jokes and shit. Which there's really no room for him to be so much like that in this one. He's a little like that, like when they're sitting there drinking together in Curtis's room, but you really don't get a chance to see him with that sense of humor because the shit's just so serious. So had to be separate on set because of the rivalry. Yeah, yeah. And when she went to, because in whatever happened to Baby Jane, you know how uh, Joan Crawford was in a wheelchair, right? Well, I guess Betty Davis had a bad back or something, and she kept complaining because when she would help her out of it, she, acting character wise, she had to lift her up out of the chair and stuff. And I guess Joan Crawford would be just dead weight. She wouldn't help at all. So she made Betty Davis actually lift her up and move her around. Yeah, that's fucked up. Truth be told, they were both good. But I just like Joan Crawford, especially way back in the day, like the Builder and stuff. She had an attraction to her. She had something. Um, the women, the women is another great show with her. Here it is. Here it is. Here's when possession's kicking in. They call it, yeah. Quite frankly, we really don't know much about it at all, except that it starts with a conflict of guilt. At least his patient's delusion, his body's been taken, it has been invaded with some alien intelligence. Look, I'm telling you again, and you better believe me. I'm not taking to lock her up in a goddamn asylum. I don't care what you call it. I'm not putting her away. Well, I'm sorry. You're sorry. Jesus Christ. 88 doctors. All you can tell me with all your bullshit is, yeah. I thought the original codex is free of called Legion Red Door or Carrot. I love that the added or parts that they couldn't quite add because yeah. Um Brad Dourif makes that movie. Brad Dourif makes that. Don't get me wrong. Got great actors in it. A lot of great actors. You got George C. Scott, and you got fuck, and you got old dude played Herschel. I can't remember his name. He's great. You got so many great actors, but Brad Dourif makes that movie. Like Pepsi and I like Don Crawford. Absolutely. Pepsi's my favorite. Pepsi, brother, right here. Pepsi. Yeah. Oh, they made a movie for Crawford David Fry. We haven't seen it yet, though. I haven't either. Hey, Trench, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you could, man. Appreciate you being here, man. Always, always. You're always welcome. Like the cameraman mood to talk about movies with carrots. Yeah, yeah. Powerful and DBS. If you tell me I should take my daughter to a witch doctor. Right? They just don't know what the fuck to do. They've done everything. They drugged her up. It doesn't help. She's still fucking slapping them around and shit. She's still fucking people up, twisting heads around, blowing up window. So they don't know what to do. So just we're just gonna let you take her home and do what you need to do. The missing accessory has been the vernacular phase for different phases when it's in the trailer. Yeah, trailers do that shit a lot like that. Yeah, because I don't have any actors anymore. We have person. Yeah, that's a good point. You get a few, man. I think Michael Shannon is really good. I would like to see Michael Shannon in more shit. Um, you get people like that, man. Um, he's one of a few that I think could really be good. They is are really good, but unfortunately, you just be the one who put across the ring pillow because he's Catholic. Yeah. And she asked him, "Did you put this on a pillow?" No, I didn't put it. She married on her Pepsi. Yeah, yep, she sure did. She was a smart old broad, wasn't she? When her career wasn't quite what it was anymore, she said, "Fuck it, I want to marry into some money." You put this in Megan's bedroom, won't you come in? No, not me. And you know Carl did. Jeremy and Chris yelled at Carl, "What?" Yeah. What? Yeah. He's coming right here. This is a pivotal point in the movie right here. This is really important. He's coming because he expects someone in that house killed him. He don't think he jumped out the window. He thinks he fucking killed them, then thrown out. Killed first and then thrown out. And he wants to know who. What? Yeah, there it is. Men to see you. What man? And it's a cop. And she is so fucking nervous. I mean, that's a homicide detective. But she is scared to death. And he's sitting there and he's trying to build sweet shit. But what he's doing, he's investigating. Yeah. She set that cross, and you notice when she come through there, when she first met him there, you see her set the cross on the table before they came and sit down that coffee. She sets the cross on the table right there. And when she comes back through, it's not there. So when she comes through and the detective stand there, she sets it on the table. So it gets from the table back up to Reagan within this time right here. It's getting back up to Reagan. And this is when she's starting the masturbation. I'm not gonna get monetized anyway, so I might as well. I'll never be monetized. I'm much too R rated, you guys. So like it, just pick it up and put it back in the regular filler. Yep. Carl snatched it and took it back up to her. Sure did. As soon as she set it down, she went and talked to Kinderman. He took it and put it back up there. And that's what she ends up using to hurt herself with. Yeah, when you hear that, oh, blam, that's Carl getting backhanded and shit. Yeah, and he's just trying to help, and the poor guy. I don't think we see him again after that, do we? I don't believe we see Carl again after that scene. Because you can see him, if you look real close, you can see his feet and shit. You can see him on the floor here beside the bed. If you're looking at the bed straight, the bed's like this, it's on the right side of the bed, he's laying right there. Uh, um, Not as of yet, just spending some time with my fiance and stuff. My son's with his mom for the weekend. Why you got anything in mind? You just see him when Reagan coming toward the Tris. Yep, you see him laying there. He's out, man. He's fucking out. Absolutely. Blam. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Did you see what she did? Damn. Yeah, I missed being able to get that. Damn it, it's sold out too quick, man. You gotta have to excuse me here in a couple minutes here. I ain't gonna grab some stuff real quick to smoke, but not yet. Hey, he see, he's real sick. He's sick. He's real slick because he's playing like he gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Like he cares about. He's a nice guy. But he's there investigating a murder. That's bottom line. No, Chris is also shucking from him. Yeah, he's a. Oh, I know. I realize he. I love when he runs out of coffee here, and she just being nice. She says, "Oh, would you like some more coffee?" Hoping that he'll be like most people would be like, "Oh no, that's okay. I gotta go anyway." And instead, he says, "Oh yes, please." And she's like, "All right." Yeah, yeah, just on call. Yeah, he's knocked the fuck out. He has to because he's not moving and shit. He's down. He's down for count. I lied. It's from he starts talking about shit that she just doesn't give a shit about right now. She doesn't care what the movie she's been in. And you know what I mean? Talking about he's seen it 6 times. She's like, really? I just want to leave, motherfucker. She signed it, and now she thinks good. He's leaving finally. But I love the part where she's like, "Oh, would you like some more coffee?" And he's like, "Oh yes, please." And she's like, "Come back when she's feeling better." Oh, boy, I will be looking forward to that, Mister Investigator. She closed the door. She's like, he's got. She puts a chain on the door to keep him out. Keep out. Making claim. Yeah, she's in the fan right now. Right here's the cross masturbation scene. 1 hour and 18 minutes, guys. About 1 hour and 19 minutes. She's fucking hit the fan. Here she goes. Look real close at the bottom, down here, your right corner. You'll see Carl on the floor. You see his foot. There's also when when they hurt Ellen Burstyn, they pull her too hard, and he told her to pull her hard too. Yeah, there it is. You can see right by the dresser, right before the dresser came through. You can see his foot on the floor. Young cunting daughter. Poor woman, man. Poor woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I heard all about those theories. Not sure how I feel about that or not, but that did sound like Bert. You're right, it did. Hey, baby, if you're still on there, will you roll me a couple of cigarettes? I ain't bringing up. Just bring them to me so I don't have to leave. I appreciate it. In this movie, I'm way back here, where I smoke, where I do my thing, where I do my movie, shoot my videos and everything. And I'm way back here. So it's kind of hard for me to get all the way there, because of the bullet back here. It's hard for me to get all the way there and then all the way back here. I just want to take off. Hopefully, she's still listening and watching and leave me up, so I don't have to do that. So yeah, I love the look on his face when she talks about stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, going through so much stuff. Yeah, man, she's having a rough ass time. She's yeah, fucking nightmare, nightmare. So how do you go about getting exorcism? And he really stops right there. Now this is the scene that they shot that got him the role. This is the scene that they did together when he called in on first. And, they told him, already cast the part, but you can come in which time you want. And he come in. This scene they did that convinced Friedkin to hire him as Karis. This is the scene where Karis and Chris McNeil actually meet at an hour and 22 minutes. He did a killer job because he convinced him. Because he kept telling him, he said, I am Karis. Journey continues here. Yes, this is all his journey. This is all his story. This is his story. His whole possession and everything is directed toward him and his lack of faith. Yeah. Yes. Right now, his faith is still waning. Right now, he's thinking about leaving it. He wants to leave completely at this point. He's thinking about getting the hell out. Because here's a psychiatrist. She's a man. She's seen her psychiatrist in the world. They send me to you. Now you're going to send me back to them? Jesus Christ, will somebody help me? You can understand. Oh God, can't you help her? Just help her, for Christ's sake. And she crying on his shoulder, and I mean, what's he supposed to say? Any decent person or any decent man would be like, yeah, do what I can do. He was in a position for him to say no at that point would have really, really fucked up. But he don't know what he's about to walk into. Now, the second I seen this, I have no doubt whatsoever. Carl, but Carl is right there. Damn, Carl recovered well. He said he wants no stress. Subway homeless guy. But yeah. Immediately starts fucking with Garrett. Immediately. He truly turns in. Yeah. We open all the ultimate doors. Well, he's like, she's like, your mother's in actually immediately. Well, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Damien Garrett. And I'm the devil. I'll kindly undo these straps. Devil, why not make the straps disappear? Much vulgar display of power. That's where Pantera got the idea for their vulgar display of power CD. Their second CD that Pantera put out, vulgar display of power, going over to punch him. That's where they got that idea. Oh, there's a like even I see the shit. So the next time he comes, he brings the tape recorder. There's a whole other story to that. I'm sure you guys know that. When he's listening back to it at the sound studio about him all passing away. Yep. Yep. That's why you see the necklace dropping. That's why you see the clock to stop, the Marion scene, everything. Trying to rest. She cleans clothes and she's ironing it and shit. It's nice to see her doing ordinary things like this because she's a pretty big actress. She's a pretty famous actress. So I think it's pretty cool to see her doing regular shit like that. You know what I mean? It shows that she has stayed on the level. You know what I mean? She hasn't got so big of a head that she feels too good to do that kind of shit. Man, I care. It's mouth. Yes, yes. He was pissed. He ain't right in the face. He ain't right in the mouth. So that reaction that you see where he's spitting, he's doing this, and he's looking pissed. That's why he was pissed. Exactly. Nice point. Obviously, my baby wasn't still watching, so she didn't ask for a couple slow. So I'm going to forgive her. But not right now. He's just telling him that they don't know shit about possession. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Basically, is what he's saying. He's definitely upset about it. The best for your dog. 6 months under observation in the best hospital you could find. What good's that gonna do? She's probably gonna end up killing all of them. Imagine trying to transfer her at this point from that house to some hospital. Good luck with that. I love this, and I know it wasn't Reagan. I know in my gut. I'm telling you that that thing upstairs isn't my dog. I want you to tell me that you know for a fact there's nothing wrong with my dog except her mind. Tell me you know for a fact that exorcism wouldn't do any good. You tell me that. He can't because he knows what he just seen there was fucked up. He knows what he's seen there wasn't some mental condition. He knows damn well. And Ray know my mother died. And Jim know my mother died. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, he's ringing over her. How could she be? Excuse psychiatrist. She don't think so. Yeah, she's been hearing this shit now for how many months? You know, she's tired of hearing that bullshit. She wants something that's gonna work, or at least a damn good attempt at it. Here's the part that I'm talking about right here. Watch this. Watch this, Juno, because I know you're watching along with me. Now watch this. When Kinderman's sitting there, now he looks up the window. You can tell she's not walking. She's gliding across the window. You can tell that she was gliding. That's creepy. You know, she wasn't. You didn't see her walking like this. You see, she's going. Tell me I'm wrong, really. Yeah. So that means because she's supposed to be strapped down, right? She's not supposed to be able to even get up out of that bed. Yet she's up, moving around, and not even walking, gliding around the room. Now that instantly puts a mental picture in your mind. Instantly, every time I see that, I get this mental picture in my mind of it. of her just, around that room, man. This extra added part. This part wasn't in 1973. This is her talking to her dad. Well, this is her making a recording for her dad. Mm. He took the window. He took the cup. Again, he gave thanks to bread. He gave the cup to his disciples and said, take this, all of you, and drink this cup of my blood of the new and everlasting mystery. About which is what this movie is about, the mystery of faith. Absolutely. And like everything you say, order open the devil, yeah. What a wonderful definition. Now, if you hear the parts before Mercedes Cambridge, put her part in there, you hear Reagan, you hear actual Linda Blair saying it, it sounds almost creepier. You and us. It sounds weird with her with that makeup on. Her voice is really strange. It shows that. It shows that on this on Meet Me for Faith. Why does it keep doing that? He's getting too bright. But yeah, he shows it on this Leap of Faith. So, yeah, yeah. Now he's recording it so he can play it back. So she brought to light sticky. That's a long time. The actress who voiced being damaged with oh yeah, she ate raw eggs and she was a really bad alcoholic. It was Mercedes McCambridge. She's in a lot of the old um the golden style movies. Look her up. You can see her in a lot of shit. And she had an odd voice anyway. But yeah, to make it like this, she chain smoked and ate raw eggs and drank constantly and had to sit in an uncomfortable position so that she could be uncomfortable while she did it. So she really went through some shit to get that voice out. Oh, it is fantastic. I absolutely love this. Anyone who hasn't seen this is on Prime, on Shutter, I do believe. It's absolutely fantastic. I think I might have to get a new phone, guys, because something's wrong. It's not handling the right. I'm not sure what to do. She's still trying to get a hold of the father. Or did she finally get a hold of the bastard? That makes you wonder. All this is going on, and her dad hasn't even came. He not one time does he show up here. Not one time. There isn't even a deleted scene of her dad coming in here. Lousy bastard, man. He does not give a fuck. She wasn't fucking around earlier when she said blah 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 my ass. He just doesn't give a shit. Reagan didn't need to hear that, but it's true. But she shouldn't have said it, but Reagan could hear it. Like, wait, he's still like, thinking of that. Yeah, yeah. She did a lot of films back in the 50s, shit, 60s maybe, 50s mainly. I do believe she did a lot of shit. She had an odd look and an odd voice to her anyway. So for some reason that was just who who Friedkin and them just decided that they wanted. And she said, well, she had went through a big long thing and she had stopped drinking for a long time. But for this, for some reason, she decided to drink again. I think it was an excuse because she just wanted to drink again. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. I mean, I know they didn't pay her that much to make her want to become an alcoholic again. Maybe she just wanted to drink. What's the holy water's blessed and that doesn't support these. She killed her. Yeah, oh God. Kind of, she suspects that. She kind of thought it anyway, but when Kinderman came in and talked to her, that's when she was convinced. Because they were the only two there. But what the hell was he doing up in her room? That's the question. Did she climb up there? Hey, Bert, use her own, use actual Reagan voice, climb up there, or was he up there, for reasons he shouldn't have been? English in reverse. Give us time. Better die. I am no one. I am no one. Be the priest. On this part here, when he freaks out and when the phone rings, he goes, "No, that's actually not a phone ringing. That's fucking Friedkin letting off a shotgun. That's what scared him. It was a shotgun. That right there, when he turns and does that, that's a shotgun." Take care, everyone. All right, Gino. Have a good day, man. It's been great having you here. Have a good one. Yeah, this part here when they bring up here for the stomach. Yeah, it says, God, what is that? Sure, yeah, it's Night of the Electric Insects. Is the name of this little music that sticks there somehow. Too bad you had to go, Juno. Got lots of great facts, lots of good shit. I think it's the first movie to ever do that too. So that helped me having the stuff come out on the skin like that, and then you've seen a bunch of them do it afterwards. He's going there to get permission. Here he is having this faith problem where he's not sure about his faith, and he's going to ask to do an exorcism. Of course, it's going to be no, I don't think so. Maybe somebody a little more experienced. Yeah, that sits in a ritual. Just go look at her, for Christ's sake. Seems he's pretty fucking obvious, really. Yeah, it is very powerful, though, man. It really bothers me. People these days, to see it. It's too slow, it's boring, or this and that. It takes time to open. It takes time to develop. A great film takes time to develop, and then by the time it gets to climax of it, to the third act where the climax is, all hell's breaking loose, man. You don't mind the pun, but all hell's breaking loose on it because it's built up so strong. You get to where you care so much about Reagan and Chris McNeil and Karras and everybody. You care so much about them that when it comes down to it, you're just hoping nothing bad happens to them. Hoping that they do all right because they're taking on something really fucked up and powerful. All right, Dan. Thanks for stopping through, man. I appreciate it. See you next time, man. His character arc. So, oh, absolutely, man. Just like I've said a million times, Trench. This film, this film is about Father Karras. This is his journey back into faith. You know, hopefully everybody that's taken off has enjoyed it. Hopefully everybody enjoys how I do my watch alongs and discussions. Um, hopefully I do them well, and hopefully it keeps everybody good and entertained. You guys have all y'all that's leaving. Have a great day and come back, brother. This is how I do my shit. The Debbie arc is just fantastic, man, because he starts out he's having problems with his faith. He goes through, and then he loses his mom, and then he's really low on his faith. That would really bring it down. And then now with this gives him something to look forward to. This gives him something to give him strength to do, to take care of. So this right here, if anything's gonna bring his faith back and bring his strength back, it's this: save this little girl from the devil. You know what I mean? So if and this demon's pissed. It's freaking out up there. Timestamp uh, hour 41 minutes and 24 seconds. And we're getting ready for the exorcism scene. Shit is about to hit everything. If anyone's ever seen Airplane and they say shit's about to hit the fan, shit actually hits the fan, and it's going around in circles. It's fucking hilarious. Anybody hasn't seen Airplane, watch it. It's fantastic. Because when they say shit, it really does hit the fan. Hey, Ninja, what's up, man? Just in time for the exorcism scene. If you're able to join in, we're at an hour and 42 minutes. Gretchen says, hi, Jason. Yeah, in case anybody missed it earlier, Ninja and I are going to be doing Demons and Demons 2. It will start March the 29th at 11 o'clock. We'll be on my channel for the first demon. And then we'll immediately switch over to Ninja's channel for Demons 2. So it'll be, we're going to make a festival out of it. We're going to kick some ass that night. So everybody join us. Remember, March 29th at 11 p.m. Eastern time, my time. My time would be 11 p.m. Eastern time. And then we'll probably switch over and start Demons 2 at probably 11 a.m. Eastern time, my time. I say this last smoke for the Exorcist. So yeah, join us, Trench, man. We'll be kicking some ass that night. It'll be a two-man show, and they will both be watch along / commentary / discussions, just like what you're getting right here. No one does watch along quite like I do. I don't think anyway. You know, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying this is my stuff. Some people may not like it, and some people may like it. But like it or not, this is how I do it. It's how I want to do it because I think watch alongs are usually boring as fuck. Mine are not. You know, I talk about shit. I actually commentary through the movie and watch the movie and do the watch along and talk to the chat. I don't know anybody else that can do that shit. God damn it. Except Ninja. Ninja can do it. Exorcist 3, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I did Exorcist 3, as a matter of fact. I didn't talk to it much. It was more of just a regular watch along when I did it because Trench was in the chat and Trench had never seen Exorcist 3, so I didn't want to talk through it and shit because I wanted him to be able to watch it and I didn't want to spoil it for him. So I kind of kept quiet on it. But it's on my playlist. Look on the playlist that I have, Watch Alongs with John Steele. You'll find it on there. It's the first time Trench had ever seen it, and Trench loved it. So I was mostly quiet during that one, so he could see it. We should redo that one, Trench, and actually talk through it, man. Talk through it and do watch along discussion about it while it's going. Now that you've seen it and you find out you like it, we ought to do that because I'm redoing some of the ones that I'm also redoing Alien, first Alien. Brad Dourif is what I call everybody knows Michelle knows I call X Factor. Brad Dourif is the X Factor of Exorcist Street. That is, it would not have been as good. It would not have been as good without Brad Dourif in a way. Here you go. It's not true nation. The clutches of a human being made in image and likeness. Strike terror, Lord, unto the beast. Now lay waste your finger. Let your mighty hand cast him out of your servant. Reagan Therese McNeil. You no longer hold captive this person. Who please you to make in your image. And to redeem to your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, God, forever and ever. Here goes the bed levitating. Cool, man. Cool. We will do that. I'm always up for checking out Exorcist 3, man. This first one and third one, man, are fucking great movies, both of them. Damien, your part, Damien. Damien's like, Damien. You got the light flash reflecting back and forth. See, he's really freaking out because he's seen Pazuzu sometimes when he flips back and forth. Yeah. He's got that fucking tongue. Hey, thanks for coming by, James, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the like, man. We appreciate you coming by, man. You having a good day? James Guy, everybody. Go over and give James a go and give James a sub. Give Trench a sub. Give Ninja a sub. Everybody seeing in here. Go by and give everybody a sub, man. So, James, what this horse community is all about? How we sort of support each other and shit like what? How you guys fire up shit? Most of you guys are already probably subbed, James. Man, yeah, he's sick, man. He can't do it. It's so he keep it so cold in there, and he's trying his best to do this, but he's so old and sick. I mean, the first thing you see him do in the beginning of the movie is take a nitroglycerin, and you don't take nitroglycerin. You know what I mean? You don't take nitroglycerin unless you're dying. Thanks, thanks, Revan. Great name, man. I love it. Darth Revan is the man. Great fucking name. Here she goes. Look, look, look. Yeah, there's a part in this where she looks over at she looks over at Karen and she says, "Your mother sucks cocks in hell." And and Max Monsignor says, "Cut, cut, cut." You know, he's all fucked up about it. I can't ain't no fun to that. There she goes. She's levitating. This is something, man. My mom, she was when she went and seen this movie, she was pregnant with me, she said, or I'd been born or something. It's because of 73 when I was born. Said she seen this and she had a nightmare about this. She was levitating, I guess. And every time that holy water hits her leg, it cuts her. See, it's doing everything it can just to hurt her. That's all it wants to do. Hurt her and torment Karis and drive him further away from God. Make him see. The whole point is to make him see the humans, the people are dirty, they're nasty, and that God is no good, and or that God doesn't exist. That's the whole point. Is to drive Karis the rest of the way away from God. We got timestamp 1 hour and 51 minutes and 36 seconds. Just Christ, God the Father. She was a blam double axe handle in the back. She's no like WWE. God the Son. See, Marin fucks up old Pazuzu, man. Marin tears him up. But Pazuzu knows that Marin's sick. So now she's going to start playing games. So now she's going to divide, or Pazuzu's going to divide. It's going to fuck with Karis about his mom and work on the illness of Marin. Because Marin, see, if you remember correctly, Marin defeated the same demon when he was young. The very same demon. That's why when he first showed up, he said, Marin! Because he doesn't like him at all. Doesn't like that motherfucker at all. Trying to cover up, trying to keep as healthy as possible because she's been in this fucking. It gets cold there, man. She's been covering up. So just trying to keep her healthy. She's probably got pneumonia, all kinds of shit, man. Everyone on the screen. Hey, what's up? Cool. Glad to see you back, you know. You're always welcome. Everybody's always welcome. Come and go as you want. You're always welcome back. He's worn out already and he's young. Here's this discussion. Now, this wasn't it either. This little discussion. Here's what he says here. Harris says, why this girl? It doesn't make sense. And Marin says, I think the point is to make us despair. See ourselves as animal and ugly. And he's exactly right. It's exactly what we're trying to do. To care it, to reject the possibility that God could love us. If he's gonna allow this to happen to this little girl, how could he love us? That's the point. Yeah. It's started almost an hour and 55 minutes. Marin's going there by himself. And this is a big mistake. Now Marin's already went to the bathroom to take his night to bliss for him because he's a very, very sick old man. And he's been there fighting and doing an exorcism, you know what I mean? And he has to take night to bliss for him. That's a whole combination. And he's just standing there. See, they divided him. Now see, Marin is in there, and now Karis is in there by himself. Now, why? Why? Now she's gonna fuck with him. Fuck with him about his mom now. She acts all weak, and you know she's gonna start pulling the mom shit on him. He give her the rag. Yeah, yeah, her heart's going bad. Her whole body's going bad. She's dying. She's been in this room forever with this cold ass shit, being possessed. Please, Demi, you're not my mother. Demi, please. Come back in. Her heart. Yeah, her heart's going bad. You give her something? Hell no. She'll go into a coma, which is what she'll be at. Not my mother. He's losing it. He's losing it. She's getting to him. Demon's getting to him. Why, Demon? Demon, please. He's crying and shit. Marin has no choice but to throw him out. That's just giving the demon power. Crying and falling in that trap like that, that's just making the demon stronger. That's making all that shit that they just did useless when he does that. He's just not strong enough. Now he's gonna try it by himself. Now this gets down to the old rule of divide and conquer. Yep, first thing. Yep, three. Yep, and won and is winning because Pazuzu has divided. Now it plans on conquering because it knows that this old man cannot handle it by himself, and neither could Damien. So yeah, the old divide and conquer strategy. Start at the end part, you guys. He immediately whip out the holy water and slash, but covers her back up, trying to keep her because she is still in there, and she gets sick and dies of and catches pneumonia. That kill her just like it would any other, and that would make the demon. That'd be just fine with the demon. Demon doesn't care. So let's see for sit or team. Hopefully that's there. Yeah. Now we don't see this, but if you do see Exorcist to the heretic, it shows it kind of reach into his chest and squeeze and pull on the heart and kill it, which is which maybe probably the best part of the whole film. Hey, here's Karis feeling worthless. Now this part is profound. She says, "Is it over?" She says, "No." And then she says, "She's gonna die," and that fucks him up. That is when now you can see the way Damien looks at her. He says, "No, Now that gave him power." He said, "Fuck this. I'm done with this. Your ass is dressed. When the mother comes to you looking like that, and you know, and she's depending on you, and the only chance she has left to save her kid is you, and she looks at you and says, "Is she gonna die?" You better do something. You better man up and kick some fucking ass. And that's what he's decided to do. Yeah. And this finishes it off. This is when he's motherfucker. And it's so creepy the way Reagan sits in the corner of the bed like, and then starts giggling. See, she's like just curious. She's like, "Whoa, look at that." And then she looks funny. That pisses him off. Motherfucker, I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah, giggling like that is so creepy. That giggle is, man. You son of a bitch. Play. Come into me, which is what they wanted to begin with. That's exactly what they wanted to take me. That's exactly what they wanted. What's better than defiling the little girl? Defiling a priest. Yep, there it is. What's up, Ace and Sarah Reagan? What's up, Possessed and Zuzu wants to kill Reagan. Karis space flying and jump up the window. Yep. They wanted Karis anyway, but it wasn't counting on him being strong enough to say, fuck this, and run and jump out the window. Zuzu wasn't counting on that. Oh, God, damn. Yeah, the guy, hey, hold on. The guy that did those stunts, Chuck Waters. And I guess they layered all those steps to pick that shit, but he still jumped out that window and hit those steps like that. So that was one hell of a stunt. Doesn't get enough credit. You know, people talk about great stunts being done. I mean, come on, man. He jumped out a second story window and hit that shit. And I mean, that's a motherfucking stunt, no? And there's Kendrick going, what the hell's going on? He was there trying to solve a murder. He was going to question some more and bullshit about other people. And now he just like does not know what to ask. But Jim for his sin and suicide reunited with his mom. Yep, exactly, Jim, exactly. But to get him shaken and upset for this, they had to overrun over again and he couldn't get it right. So Friedkin said, "Do you trust me?" And he was like, "What?" He said, "Do you trust me?" He said, "Well, yeah, of course I trust you." He said, slapped her in the face and said, "Action." And he went into this role, and that's why he looks like he does. He's shaking because he's wanting to strangle Friedkin at this point. Because I guess Friedkin slapped the shit out of him. I'm gonna get a shot of the steps. They're getting the hell out of there. You can't blame them. Just like Kitty Wynn, the one playing Sharon, she's not going with them. I mean, can you blame her? I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to go either. Absolutely no. Yes, very powerful film. I have enjoyed so much doing this for you guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. I mean, I hope you've enjoyed me doing it. I hope I gave the Exorcist justice. Is what I'm saying. I hope I commentated this watch along well. I hope I did a great job. Now there's two different endings here. Now in one ending, she takes it to St. Christopher. She takes it. In another one, she gives it back to him. The original one, now isn't it in the original one she gives it back to him, and then in this one she keeps it? Isn't that the way it goes? Here we'll find out here in just a minute. I think it's interesting that he's like, yeah, yeah. When she said she doesn't remember any, I don't believe that. I think she does remember it. because when she looks at that, when she looks at his priest collar, see what? See, you can see it right here. At 2 hours and 5 minutes, she looks at it and reaches up and gives him a big kiss. That's pretty obvious to me. Obviously, she knows who helped her. She remembers she was in there. Absolutely. Here they go. You're hopping in a Mercedes and get the fuck out of there. I'm still in Mercedes. Nice Mercedes, too. You run into Kinderman. This is when they strike up their friendship that you see continue going on in Exorcist 3. See, I'll find out here. See, okay, she gave it to him. I think he gives it back to her. Yeah. Now, in the original 1973 one, he keeps it. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that's the way it went. I'm not sure how I said it before a minute ago, but that was how I was pretty sure it went. We go down here, look at the stairs here, and then Kinderman. It's a hell of a jump, man. It's a hell of a jump. Damn. Man, because he's got to clear all that space. You're talking about several fucking feet. But he's got to jump out, land, hit the ground, and then roll to the stairs. Because he ain't jumping in and letting go from there and hitting and land directly up the stairs. He's got to jump and say, blam, roll, and then hit the stairs. Because you got to get through the window first. That's important. Well, back to business, back to work. Goodbye, Father. Goodbye. Yeah, they strike up the friendship right here. It's pretty cool. And then they have a really good one. It's just too bad what happened to die. You go to films? Sure. Well, I got passes. In fact, got a pass to the Crest Moonlight. Would you like to go? What's playing? Wuthering Heights. Who's there? Heathcliff, Jackie Gleason, and the role of Catherine Earnshaw, Lucille Ball. I think it's funny. They're talking about Jackie Gleason, and Jackie Gleason was was Jason Miller's father-in-law at this time. That that's pretty funny. Nice little connection. There it is. You had your lunch? No. He's another one. Had your lunch? No. And then it ends. This version ends with a broken window and the board over it, and then walking off together. Was it The Exorcist? Beautiful, beautiful. Man, I had a fucking blast doing this movie. Blast doing this movie. Hopefully everybody else did too, and everybody in the rewatch and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it and will continue to enjoy it on the rewatch. If you haven't, sorry. sorry. Sorry about that. Um, but I'm gonna click off here. I'm gonna get off here and mess around and go hang out with my fiance and lay around and do nothing, I think. But I've had a fantastic time, do a fantastic movie, and a fantastic chat. Thank you guys very, very much. Much, much love to all of you. I will catch you next time. Have a great day. And don't forget ever, I am GoreAphobe, and you guys are not. Have a great day.